Hey, welcome to Inspiration Station, where it's safe to exercise your soul, and together we get fit to create. I'm Karina, founder of Koi Compositions, and Inspiration Station is a resource for you to rely on anytime you're feeling drained or if your creativity pool is depleted. This is for you to use whenever you need encouragement or a reminder to believe in you. Today's topic is a little difficult, I feel, because people tend to have preconceived notions about it. So take a moment to step away from judgment, and I would ask you to listen today with an open mind. Breathe. Let's talk about the impact meditating has on our creativity. Meditation is a practice. It is an awareness. It's not just about sitting still and not thinking. That is not effective meditation in my experience. But it's about focusing our awareness in a way that replenishes our soul. It helps push away the noise and lets us practice creating a space where we can listen to ourselves and to our own intuitions and to our needs, both body and mind and soul. Deepak Chopra said that meditation is not a way of making your mind quiet. It's a way of entering into the quiet that's already there. I like the idea that we have stillness within ourselves. In such a busy, crazy, distracting world, knowing where we can find stillness right inside of ourselves is a comforting thought to me. Sakyong Mipham, think I'm saying that right, says the body benefits from movement and the mind benefits from stillness. It's an integration. Being able to integrate together stillness and movement in our lives helps us become more whole as creators, because then we can present to our audience both movement and stillness, the exciting motions and emotions, and also the pause, the time to think about what the art means to them and why they feel that way. And we can't present that unless we as creators are able to do that for ourselves. I personally enjoy my practice of meditation when I feel stuck, when I feel like I don't know what to create or I can't get further in this project. The easy thing that I automatically want to do is to just give up and not do it and try something else and distract myself on social media or watching a show, or I try to make myself more busy. That's the natural tendency. But when I do that, I don't give myself the opportunity to step into my power as a creator. I've learned that when I try to make myself more busy and distract myself, then that is a huge red flag that I'm not giving myself the space to trust myself and listen to myself as a creator. So that's when I step away and I try to tap into that stillness. And it is a practice. It takes practice, just like any other skill that we have. Meditation takes practice, and there's times that you're going to get distracted when you do that. There's no way to avoid that. Our brain has functions that are constantly on. You can't just turn your brain off. That's not the point. But being able to know how to notice that and readjust your focus. As we readjust our focus, we are practicing how to prioritize what is most important to us in that moment. And just knowing when I'm creating, that's important. And what I'm creating for, and who I'm creating for, and why I'm creating it, and what it means to me, and what I want to share, and where it's coming from. All of those things are so important, but they're really deep and vulnerable things. And we can't allow ourselves the luxury and even the necessity of leaning into those vulnerabilities if we're constantly creating noise from elsewhere. meditation has greatly impacted my ability to create and to create meaningfully. And I encourage you to try it. If you already have a meditation practice, I would love to hear how that has helped you and what you do with that. But if you haven't, it's totally fine. Try it. And you can't just try it once. That's not how it works. That's not creating a practice. Give yourself a 30-day challenge or a 15-day, 10-day invitation to just try and see if you notice any differences. How to start? There are different types of meditation. My personal favorite is a body scan and a self-compassionate body scan, being able to think about your toes and relax your toes and thank your toes for being good toes, and think about your feet and relax your feet and thank your feet, and you go all the way up your entire body, thanking your body for what it does for you, and then you pull away and see the body as not pieces but as one whole person, one whole body, and thank you, body, for everything you do for me. And being a good body and breathing in that love that I have for myself and that self-compassion. It's just an extremely relaxing and grounding experience. There's also mindful activities. These are things like we brush our teeth every day, and sometimes it's easy to just go through the motions and not notice that we're doing it. But if you stop and take the time to notice every single motion that we do when we brush our teeth and what it actually feels like, we're practicing mindfulness in the moment and paying attention. And that helps us practice to pay attention to little details. When you're creating your art, there's probably things that you take for granted that you can just do. Maybe the way you set up your supplies, or maybe the way that you edit, or maybe the way you create the structure of your project is just second nature, and so you just do it. But being able to stop and focus and pay attention to exactly how you do that, it hones your ability to see details in a new way. And you can practice that when you brush your teeth. You can practice that when you're eating. You can practice that when you're walking from your car into the store. Noticing each step and what it feels like, and noticing each breath and what that feels like. It can be a super short experience, but it is meaningful. And there is research that shows that doing that helps improve our memory. It helps improve our mood. It helps improve our focus and attention capabilities, and it helps us feel more connected to ourselves and our emotions. And all of those are extremely beneficial as a creator. Then there's different apps that you can use. Atom, A-T-O-M, Atom is a good beginner one. I like Headspace. Headspace also has some stuff on Netflix. This is not sponsored by Headspace. I just enjoy their little animations on Netflix. They're really fun. They're easy to understand. They're fun to do if you have kids. Doing it with your children, I think, is extremely enjoyable. I enjoy doing it with my kids. Then there's also Insight Timer is another one that is really good. But however you go about it, allow yourself to be a beginner. No one starts off being excellent. And it's okay to be a beginner. And actually, being a beginner at things helps us better appreciate where we are an expert in things a lot more. Benefits. The benefits of meditation that I have seen in my own creative practice is I've gained more self-trust. I have less anxiety as I build the confidence in the things that I can do well, and even in the things that I don't do as well, but knowing and trusting myself that I will get there. It increases your peace. You sleep better. It increases my focus, broadens my perspective, helps me manage stress. It increases my imagination, helps me focus on the present moment which is really wonderful when the present moment is hard and you don't want to focus on it. But those hard things are important to be able to lean into. And it increases patience. There's probably a lot more, but that was the main list that I was able to come up with. I invite you to try. Just try. It can be a fun thing to do for yourself. And giving yourself that time can help you know and reiterate that you're worth it. You're worth taking the time. And you are. Don't doubt that. I believe that the more we are able to give ourselves space to trust our inner voice and to listen to it, the better creators we can be. Because art matters. Art is resistance. Art is meaning and how we connect to each other. It's really hard to connect with others when you feel disconnected from yourself. And I believe that anyone can meditate. Everyone can do it differently, just like we all have different nutritional needs and sleep patterns and exercise needs and different ways that we connect with the world around us and different ways that we see the world around us. Meditation looks different for everyone, but finding your meditation practice will definitely impact your creativity in a positive way. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm excited to talk to you again soon. Until then, stay creative. Thank you so much to my patrons for their support, which enables me the freedom to make the content I want. And a special thanks to you for listening. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss any releases. And if you want to support me and my channel, you can become a patron at patreon.com/koicompositions.